Hello everyone, welcome to the Shades of Fall. This is the watercolor subscription that you received, and this is a monthly watercolor subscription for those of you who don't know what it is. I mail these out to you and create them each individually for every single month, and this month we're going to be doing these lovely Christmas cards. So each package will receive several things. One, these beautiful papers in Fabriano. Some of you will also receive some additional ones in Arch to compare and contrast the two kinds. If it is Arch, it will have a tiny little A on the end of it. Otherwise, it's Fabriano, which is my favorite paper. I love it. 100% cotton, 300 GSM, 140 pounds. It also comes with these matching really beautiful Christmas envelopes. So every kit is going to have 2 of these, as well as practice papers, so that you can make these lovely cards with the paint that is in the set. You're also going to get an inspiration card, which is this one for Shades of Fall, which was the inspiration behind the palette, and we will be painting that as well. You're going to get a Shades of Fall palette swatch card that just kind of allows you to connect with each of these colors individually. It tells you what color they are, and it even encourages you to mix more than 2 together on your practice sheet. There's also a back. This is front and back sided on watercolor paper. Then there is an idea card here as well for Christmas card ideas, which I sent out. Perfect timing because I've already got some videos up. I'm going to be launching videos like crazy on all kinds of Christmas card ideas. If you haven't started, this is the time to do it. You want to hustle and get your cards done, and we're going to be going through several videos with some great ideas for you. This is actually one of the ideas that I did previously paint for a card. I love this one. I think it's so pretty. This is using the greens, a little touch of the yellow, and of course the bronze that is in the kit. On the website, I do have a lot of additional colors, so if you're in love with metallics, especially something like this, which is what I used in addition to this one to get that really, really shiny, shiny glitter. This is called Diamond Sapphire, and it is available on my website at jaxwatercolor.com. There is also a white one that is really incredible, and that is the diamond. So Diamond Sapphire has a little bit of a blue, like a lavender tinge. I love it. I think it's so cool when you put it over your watercolor as that really sparkly shine. It's so perfect for Christmas, right? So perfect for this time of year. So that's what's going on. Another one I think you should pay attention to as well is this green one. It's an olive. It is so lovely. Really, really pretty. So just take the one of the watercolor brushes that comes in your kit. You can reactivate these so quick and easy, and they are just lush colors. I'm gonna swatch it on one of the swatch papers here so you can see how beautiful. I love this color because I'm a big nature person. I love botanicals, and so having this gold green is just right up my alley. It's got this shimmer of gold, and you can see it in the pot. See what happens? How it's green and gold. It is so cool. So it has that beautiful olive color, but then it gives you that metallic kind of like really beautiful shine, you know, and I just love that. I'm so in love with the metallics these days, I have to tell you. I'm really excited about them. So that's one that's a real highlight. You get the Peach Dream and the bronze in here that are just beautiful and so easy to use, I think, this time of year for sure. The Peach Dream is like a pinky peach, and it can be built up. You can do it as a lighter layer. You can also do it as a heavier layer. It just depends on how thick you want your paint to be. And it is a pearl with a gold overlay. So what you'll see is this beautiful peachy pink color, almost like a potter's pink, but then you'll see there's like a gold sheen to it. It's got like a gold overlay sheen. And then bronze. Now there's also a liquid gold on the website that you guys have been really liking. A lot of people did buy that one. It is pretty intense, but the bronze does a great job too. This one's a little more transparent, a little more sheer, not so much coverage, and it is more bronze than gold. Where the gold, there's two. I have a 24 karat gold, which is a really bright gold, and then a liquid gold that is like just full on coverage, right? Which is really neat. And you can kind of see the difference here. Like this is the bronze, it comes in the kit, gorgeous color, and this is the liquid gold. So you can see how like it's a little bit different color. Well, it's a lot different. It's more yellow, like a yellow gold, as compared to the bronze, which is on the trees. Cool, right? So many selections to choose from. Go and have a good time. And if you're already a member of the monthly watercolor subscription, you get 20% off as well as free shipping on all your purchases. And I have a ton of watercolor available in pans. There's lots and lots of cool brushes, all kinds of fun stuff. So we swatched a few. Let's go and what is in here? Oh, these are some of the new colors that just came out in the honey pots. Honey pots are a lot of paint. They are more than the full pans. So you can see as they are lined up, it is very, very a big amount of paint. So if you really, really like to paint, it's more than a full pan. But totally awesome because it's wet, you know what I mean? And you can re-wet it. It's a little bit different formula than the pan, but I do send out pans for you to, and spatulas for you to pour them in if you do want to create pans or put them in your palettes. Okay, so let's start by swatching these lovely colors and just kind of get acquainted with them. You know what I'm missing here is the description of my lovely colors. I wonder where that went to. Well, it's okay because I know what they are. So they re-wet really easily. These are all handmade honey watercolor. Prickly pear is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. It's really, really pretty. It's somewhere in between a sap and an olive, you know, but the thing I like about it is you can really kind of like lighten it up or you can darken it, you know. It's got a really nice value to it. I would say this is very, very close to the olive metallic. So if you notice, they're very similar colors, right? This is just a little more pear, right? Just a little more of a new pear color, where this is a little more olive. So a little more moody. This is less moody, but this is really fun to use in these fall watercolors. And it's the way it's made, it's got a lot of really nice features. Like you can remove the color, you can just do a lot of different things with it. And you've got that ability for it to be very light as well as very dark, you know? I like that. I like that in a watercolor. I think it's kind of fun to have all of those different effects available. Next is Autumn Glory, and Autumn Glory is, of course, Autumn Glory. It is a gorgeous warm yellow, not quite an ochre, not quite a lemon or sunshine or even a cad. It's just a warm yellow. Very perfect for this. I feel like I was inspired by the fall leaves. You know, when they started to change, this was just the color that I was seeing everywhere, and I really love it. It's something actually that I would like to have permanently in my watercolor palette, because I don't really have one that I use a lot like this. You know, there's Azo Yellow, but Azo Yellow is just different. You know, it's not quite this. There's also True Yellow, which I really love. But again, if you compare Autumn Glory, you'll see it has, once you paint with it, you'll realize it's got like almost like a thickness to it. So there's a lot more you can do. And it's got like a very gold kind of tone to it. This is Autumn Glory. This is True Yellow. So see how bright and different True Yellow is? Even though True Yellow, you can build up almost like Azo, where you've got the goldy color, but then you've got like this really, really bright fluorescent yellow. Then there's Sunshine. Sunshine is a mixing color, so very, very good mixing color. It doesn't have a lot of texture. It's just straight out beautiful paint. So you always want to have a Sunshine and a Sweet Lemon in your palette. So that's sunshine, and then just to line up my yellow so you can see this is the lemon. So you can see how different these are. The lemon is super, super bright and clean. This is a little more warm. This is a lot more warm and starting to have a little bit of texture even though it's transparent. And this one not like the ochre, but definitely has more texture and a lot of warmth, perfect for the season. So you can see how they kind of measure out. All of them are available on the website though, with the exception of Autumn Glory. Autumn Glory only comes in the monthly subscription. So does Prickly Pear. So when you're doing the monthly subscription, you're getting watercolors that aren't offered in the regular line. Ruby Slipper is, what can I say? It's just such an amazing color for fall. If you're going to have a red and you want it to, you know, make all of those different really cool oranges, this is the one for you. It's really going to be easy for you guys to paint with, and I think you're really going to enjoy it because it's a very flexible color. It is not as staining as lots of the colors that are red. And I think that finding a red, when I designed this palette, it was difficult because I was like, you know, I don't want to mix a staining red, because if I mix one that is highly staining, it can, like, you know, it's a little more difficult for beginners to paint with. This one's got somewhere in between that red and the like a pinky red. So what that does is this one mixes with your colors really, really easily. I would say it's almost like a strawberry, as opposed to some of the other reds that I carry that are just bright, like a pyro red. You see how this has got like a little more pink? So this is gonna mix a lot more clean, you know, but it's not pink pink. So you can see this is the Permanent Rose, which is very, very bright pink, that shocking pink color. This is the Quin Violet, which is definitely more purple. And then we have that shocking pink, right? So you can see reds are so unique. They're all so different. I even have a bunch of reds sitting in front of me that I've designed over the last year, such as like these more textured pinky reds. There's also Poppy, which is probably, I think, one of the most popular ones because it's that really, really neat clear red, right? Yeah, Poppy is definitely, I think, one of my favorites too. I might end up remaking that. And then there's Red Berry, for those of you who liked a more red berry color. So lots of beautiful reds. I certainly have designed a ton of reds over the course of the year, but you can see where this lines up. So this is going to mix some pretty incredible fall colors. I feel a lot better than the Poppy will. Poppy's great, but it's more of a spring red, and it's kind of not going to give you the moodiness. This red is going to give you a lot of moody shades so that you can do this type of painting, you know? So it's pretty specific. As far as a red for like a Christmas red, there is like a Christmas red available on the website. I would look at the Red Pearl. I think that is really, really pretty. That's available in the metallics and pearls area of the website. And there's also a wine that is a metallic wine that is gorgeous. Those are really pretty. So those are two reds that I would consider. There's also a Valentine red that's on the website. So if you're looking for a really, really bright Christmas red, the Valentine red would be great as well. You see how this is like coming out, right? They're so, so neat when they dry. So let's go and get another one. This one is Jade. I don't think I can make it through a holiday without having Jade. Jade is that blue-green, you know? So you just need it in a palette when you're gonna paint trees or any kind of like fall foliage. You need, in my opinion, a more warm green and a more cool green, because otherwise you're gonna have to mix them on your own, and that is not exactly easy. You kind of need a mixing palette in order to get all those different shades. So in order to send you something that really kind of covered you and was very flexible, I did this, because you could use these two together, Ruby Slipper and Jade, for your Christmas cards, and then you can add the bronze and the peach dream over that as well. You can tell I've been painting with this already for like a month, And here's Sapphire. It is such a true blue. It is gorgeous. This is kind of like a phthalo blue, but it's a little more dark and deep. So it's got like those moody tones to it that you're gonna enjoy mixing for background colors and for all kinds of stuff. And I'm gonna show you how to get more moodiness out of your Sapphire. Then I did already swatch the peach for you, but I'm gonna put it here again so that we kind of have our swatch card complete. This is Peach Dream. Different things you can do on these is you can do like a transparent layer to a more heavy layer if you want. You can even let some dry and see how it works for you like that. You know what I mean? That's why I gave you the big bar, because you could even paint something under it and then go ahead and add a layer of your metallic over it, either wet or after it's dry, just to give you a feel for what you want. So you've got these big bars to play with. I'm just going to fill them up with these colors because I want you to see what the bronze looks like when it's more transparent as opposed to here, because it's very unique as a metallic. It does kind of like give you a lot of different options, but it also gives you that like coverage option as well. Look at how shiny they are. They're so pretty. So now, rule of thumb with metallics, if you put them on your paint while they're wet, they're going to disperse. If you want to look where it's like a layered, you have to wait for this to dry, you know, the ones underneath to dry, and then you go back with your gold. And then if you want to seal it, you can just spray it with the sealers. There's a lot of them out there. I use the Schminke sealer. I can always give you a link if you'd like to. It is a little more expensive, but you know, you only need like, you know, like one little spray and it covers everything. So I literally had mine for a year and I sell a lot of paintings. You can also spray in between layers, you know, because it's a workable fixative. So it allows you to work, but it won't allow you to back up. So like once this is there and you spray it, that's fixed, but you can work over it and it will just, you know, still allow you to do it. It's kind of like a miracle, right? Pretty cool. Okay, so those are our colors. Coming up are lots and lots of really cool videos for you on painting with these lovely gems. Like I said, I have already started to really go crazy and paint. So there's lots and lots of stuff if you look around. I will start linking everything for you. And coming up, we are going to paint not only some beautiful Christmas cards, but we're also going to paint these shades of fall. That's what is in our packet. New subscribers always get brushes, as well as there's a really cute little clear watercolor palette that just came out, and that is pictured on the website. I don't happen to have one here in my studio with me, but it's adorable. Also, if you guys are needing clips to hold your paper, we just restocked them. They come in 3 different sizes and they are amazing. Love those. Clips are great. I have them everywhere. They're like literally all over my studio in all different sizes. There's 3 different sizes. I find this one to be the best one for the sketchbook, the really extra large one, but the medium sizes are also really handy. So I just keep a bunch of them in my studio and they're just great. I like them. I like the way they look too, you know, because they're really pretty gold. Have a great one, you guys, and we'll be back soon with another video showing you how to paint this lovely scene for Shades of Fall.